How much runway does Jose Abreu get before we call the signing a bust?
Oh.
Here are the choices. It's already a bust, All-Star break, end of the regular season, end of the postseason. When does Seth Payne call Jose Abreu a bust?
It would depend. Like if the Astros were to somehow miss the playoffs or something, then
you would blame Jose Abreu.
Partly, bad mojo.
Yeah.
Like no matter how bad, no matter how, like maybe he gets up, maybe he rises to the level of just below average.
Yeah.
Or subpar. That's still it's bad mojo for the
So
team.
for you, it's kind of dependent on team results.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about, like, honestly, if what you're comparing it to is, okay, what if you just re-signed Yuli? Look at Yuli last year was miserable, but then did his part in the playoffs.
Yes, he
so
did.
likewise, if Abreu always has a chance to redeem himself. Problem is, if he pulls a Pujols on us, where all of a sudden in a new environment he's just no good. Well, Pujols was at least a younger guy when that happened.
Yeah, that's the big issue to me is he's 36 years old. And he's coming off a season that was his worst offensive season in a long time. Mm-hmm. And he played a full season. You know, his power numbers were down. His run production numbers were down. And you look at it, if you were to just look at his home run and RBI numbers throughout his career, put your hand over everything else on his baseball card, you go, oh, God, he must have missed 40 games last year. Mm-hmm. He only had 15 home runs and 75 RBIs. Like, he played like 155 games.
Yeah.
He just didn't produce a lot of runs. He just didn't generate a lot of power. And now he's generating no power. Like, now we're getting excited about line drives to center field.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about Pujols. Like, you mentioned that last year was, Abreu's worst season. Like, Pujols, you might have thought, like, well, nobody could have seen that coming. But for whatever it's worth, like, he hit over 300 every single year of his career until his last year with the Cardinals. He hit 299, which is like it's just a little bit of a dip.
Wow. So he was
of a dip.
He was still hitting 300 even when all the numbers were down.
And
okay.
and it was it was when he went to the Angels that he actually hit 280.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like every year, even with the Angels, he was hitting 300. But
No.
Not for
last
power.
year with the
Cardinals.
Yeah. Sorry, not his last year, but his last year of his normal career.
Yeah.
Before he went to the Angels. Sorry.
Yeah.
He hit 299, which is a dip below where he'd been his entire career.
He's greatest hitter of his generation.
And then he goes to Angels, and he's one of the biggest free agency disappointments in history of all sports.
Maybe the biggest.
Yeah. And played up, but did them the honor of playing a good decade for him.
That was nice.
Subpar.
That was nice.
For a lot. That's what's wrong with the Angels? Pujols, still.
Then when he starts hitting all those milestones with the home runs, he's back with the Cardinals at the end of his career.
Yeah.
Like the Angels didn't even get like the Albert Pujols 700 home run bobblehead or anything like that.
You know what it was like? It's like you have an awesome you're an awesome like captain of the football team, straight A student in high school. But then you get arrested when you're 19 years old and you're in a life of crime and it's just a mess for you. Your kids hate you and everything. But then all of a sudden when you're 55, there's a vacancy and you come back and you're the superintendent of your high school and beloved by all. Yeah, like you're getting all kinds of awards for superintendent of the year and everything.
He was good last year.
All the girls that used to want to date you, their husbands have died. They're coming back. You're dripping in it. Yeah.